So without further delay, I would like to introduce our next speaker. She's presenting on Unlocking the Power of AI, a hands-on workshop on prompt engineering. And her name is Parkavi A. Let me bring her to the stage. Parkavi, thank you for joining us. And the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. I'll just share my screen. So I believe everyone can see my screen, right? Yes. Okay. So I'm Parkavi. I'm IEEE STEM Ambassador from 2021 of Region 10, working as Associate Professor in Department of CSC in Ramaya Institute of Technology, Bangalore. And IEEE Senior Professional Member, and I'm proud to be the part of IEEE. And I'm really humbled myself to serve as the STEM Ambassador. I believe I have contributed my level best and utmost um, towards outreach activity. Using that, I have provided more useful things for the society, and that to our K-12 students, till K-12 students from K6 to K-12 students I have provided. I really feel honored. I got the opportunity through the IEEE, especially through the STEM, and I thank really Ms. Lynn for enabling us to do that. So let's move on to the Unlocking the Power of AI, a hands-on workshop on prompt engineering. Okay, so today I'm going to, am I audible to everyone? Can I see the thumbs up? Am I audible to everyone? Yes, okay, good. So today we are going to discuss on LLM and prompt engineering. Okay, so simply jumping into prompt engineering will not make you learn anything if you are new to this domain. So before getting equipped with the prompt engineering, it's better to know what is LLM. Then, if you're going to use a prompt and how to talk to the LLM models, okay, using the prompts, okay, it will be very useful for you. So using LLM, as it is mentioned, large language models. Okay. So many of us, all of us, we are familiar with ChatGPT, right? So even some of you will be using Perplexity. Some of you may be using Copilot. Okay, so like that, so many are, some of you are familiar with Gemini, LLM model. These are some of the examples. Okay, so sometimes even if children, right? Even I have observed my son today. I was asking some question like how to something happened. WhatsApp, it was like not installed. It is telling update, and abruptly it came out. Okay, he's in ninth standard, and I have done many outreach activity for the students, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth till 10th. I have done. Okay, maybe 11th and 12th they have to decide their only few sessions I have done for 11th, 12th, because we'll not get the opportunity because they will be having so many exams and preparations. So only once or twice I got opportunity to work with them. So today, when I asked him like why it has come out of WhatsApp, you have to download it and install again. Immediately he opened LLM. Okay. And he started asking how to install WhatsApp. Okay. So he was still reading through all those things. So when our children, not only our own children, when school children around us, that is especially in the government schools, when we observe, okay, so where the people like us, okay, CS, computer science engineers, we cannot go and train them, okay, or there may not be any computer science teachers. Okay, to such people, if you go and tell them how to use chat gpt, okay, how my son, he was checking how to install WhatsApp, I was telling, you have to first sign in, like we speak all this computer language, right? So for a ninth standard student, like we have to be humble enough to tell in a way that how to do that. But later on, like I have gone for some session, training session, and came back. By the time he learned it, I guess, like when I said, like fatafat, everything he has done it. Okay, he has created. I was expecting, okay, he is below 18. How will it allow? The Google will allow to create it using that sign in only. Will log into the WhatsApp, right? So all those things he has read through, he tried it. Okay, so when we train these school students how to use these kind of large language models like chat gpt, okay, if they have to solve some english homeworks or maths homeworks, okay, or any assignment, okay, when they want help we'll be referring, right? So instead of that, if you train them in a better way, okay, so it will be really very easy for them to gain the knowledge. That self learning is very much needed, right? Lifelong, that self learning is needed. So now only we have to train them how to ask question to chat gpt. We always teach how to talk to a person, but we have to tell them how to talk to the large language models. Okay, so whether it is for english or philosophical or exercise related to keep a body fit, or even for the adults, like in college, we degree colleges we handle 18 years 20 years students, right? So how they have to prepare for their interviews, for all those things. Okay, so we can pose the questions to the large language model, but how we are going to extract very good information out of it, we should know about how it is going to learn. The large language model, how it learned from the worldwide web, and it's going to give the information to us. Okay, so all of you know about the personal assistants in your mobile, right? So it will tell us, we can talk to it, we will tell it, call this person. Okay, we'll sometimes we'll tell, call this person, we'll tell. So immediately what it will do, it will call that person, the personal assistants. Okay, sometimes when you are searching in Google, the keywords will automatically appear. There are like small language models. Only in your machine they will be there. For example, in your laptop, in your or in your desktop or in your mobile, whatever the things you are searching, automatically it will appear. Okay, you might have observed that your history, okay, what are the songs you are searching, or what kind of in YouTube what you are searching. So based on that, morning only worship songs if you are searching, automatically it will show only that morning time. So evening during your traveling time, if you are watching jokes, automatically it will show only jokes related things. Okay, so in your mobile, that's a edge device, right? In your mobile, that log information it will keep track. The same login when you use it in your laptop or in your desktop in office, what happens, it automatically, like what are the history, what are the information, what you are searching for at a particular time, it will keep track and give the recommendation to you. For so whatever the search key you are typing in the YouTube, okay, or in the Google, automatically it gives it. Okay, these are all using small language models. Okay, so here large language models, how it will build them, it's similar to our brain only. So how we are built up, how we have grown up. Okay, in the beginning our parents used to teach us 1 2 3, then our mother tongue, ABCD. Okay, so then slowly after that words. Okay, like that only these large language models also build up. So when we go and teach the school students, right? So instead of directly telling them chat gpt will use, so little introduction we used to give them. So even about chat gpt, how to use it, we have gone and taught our neighboring school. Okay, there are no computer science teachers, so we were very happy. We involved along with our college students, right, final year or third year students, we have taken them in one to one basis, we made them involved. Okay, so it will be easy for them. The in we also like will give the introduction, but when we make like some teenagers, our students whom we take, right, 20 years or 21 or 18 or 19 years college students, we take to the schools. Okay, one to one base will attach to the school kids. Okay, and they will be showing in their mobile or their laptop, they will show. So we have seen how the government school students are really very happy to, they will take our college students mobile, they'll be checking, oh, is it the way to do, brother, is it a way to do, sister, like they are very excited. And these college students, they are all from very good schools, right? So they are also very happy to share their knowledge to the school kids using this STEM activity. So I should really thanks them for that. Okay, so first little introduction about large language models we used to give for the school kids. Okay, so how our parents teach, then how we join in school and how we learn. In the same way only the large language models also will be learning. Okay, so they have trained with some of the basic things, then after that using the reinforcement learning. Okay, so first basic things are learned, so on that automatically if new things people are asking, okay, so if it is not within the vicinity of whatever it has learned, so new things it will learn. Okay, so like that it started building, these large language models will start learning so many things. Okay, so like how we learn in the same way. Okay, so here even the large language models, they will understand what, using the text we are asking it. Apart from that, even if you upload any image and ask it to describe also, it will describe. So everything how it has learned, it has learned everything through the materials which are all like open source available in the net, in the web, in the internet. Okay, like all the research materials, all musics what are all available, all videos which are all freely available, from that only it has learned. Like similar to human only, we will learn from the things, like some of the things from the mobile, some from internet, some from the book, we learn, right? In the same way large language models also learned. Okay, next is what are all the data used for the LLM? Okay, from the internet, from the ebooks, okay, and even IT, information technology people, like we like to code, right? So, what are all the codings from the GitHub or free repositories, open source repositories, whatever available, from that also it has gathered knowledge. In the same way in computer science field, which I like is anything what we take, it's like imitation of the real world thing. Okay, so the large language models, they try to imitate a human being brain, how we learn, how we, our brains are built up. Okay, similar to that only this large language model also trained. Okay, so here when we ask any question, okay, we should not ask how we ask in Google. You cannot replace this large language models like chat gpt or gemini or perplexity to replace your Google. Okay, so sometimes the things whatever it is trained based on that only it will be giving us the result. So you cannot completely rely on the chat gpt kind of LLM. Okay, so you should know what kind of questions you will post it and search in the Google. Some few keywords are limited when you search in the Google. Okay, search engines. But here what happened in the LLM models like ChatGPT or Perplexity or Gemini, okay, or Copilot. what happened? These are all some of the large language models. Okay, so here the neural network, how our brain, if you look into, if you have, all of us have studied science, right? So in our brain there are so many neurons available, it's like a network, right? In the same way here also, to imitate our human brain, so many layers are there, in each and every layer so many neurons are there. So they have built up these large language models using a neural network, which is imitation of our brain. So each neurons in our brain, they are trained. In the same way, in the large language model also, the neurons in the layers, so many layers. Okay, so if you want to recognize the text and give the result for that, different kinds of neurons will be used. If you want to recognize a text and if you want to generate the output description or analyzing, is there any disease in a organ in the image which is posted. So for all of that, neural networks, they have built it, they are trained. There are so many pre-trained models are available. So using that, even we can build our own new LLM models. Okay, nowadays if you observe the degree college students, they're all started building so many LLMs based on the existing models. So no need from the scratch you have to build. Already pre-trained models are there. We can take them and we can use them. Okay, so for example, okay, you can upload some of the data. Okay, the history of the bank details, bank transaction. Okay, with the age, the gender, what is the which designation they are working, which organization they are working. If we give that, automatically what it can do, it can give us whether loan can be offered for a particular person or not. Okay, so because already some of the data set are available in the open source, the large language model, if it is trained with that, okay, based on that, what we can do, if when we give a new data set, new history of information for a particular bank, and if we ask it, automatically what it can tell us, whether loan can be provided or not, or that person will cause any default, they may or may not pay the loan or not. So the credit risk level, if you want to identify, use easily you can do it by using LLM. So here, the large language model in the figure, if you have seen, so it will not be like LLMs. No, if you want to work it out in the real time, okay, in the critical environment, if you want to work out only by using your laptop or by using your quad core system or a octa-core system, you cannot make it work, okay, if it is connected to world wide web. So for that we need cloud architecture if you are building a LLM. So chat GPT and all or perplexity, any LLM, if you take Gemini, okay, Google work based on Gemini LLM model. Okay, so if you look into it, it will be like it is in need of so many banks of CPUs. So many CPUs we need, banks of processors we need. So parallelly, they will process, they will analyze the data, and they will give the um result. Okay, the analysis. See, when we give ChatGPT, if we ask anything, okay, any description, tell something about IEEE STEM. If we ask, it will give you a detailed report. It will explain you. Okay, even if you ask it in give it in 2 page, it will give you, right? So it is gathering the information which is already existing and formulating it and give it in a way that which you can easily able to understand. Okay, so for that, parallelly so many processors should work, and it should take the input from different places, and it has to consolidate everything and give to you. Okay, see, for example, like, assume that I am a large language model. If I am talking to you, whatever the knowledge I have gained, okay, in my 46 years, okay, so everything together, okay, I have to put it in a way that it will be easy for you to understand. Whatever, see, you want to learn about prompt engineering, And the basic is LLM for that, large language model, which is the basic of this chat GPT or perplexity or any kind of open AIs. Okay, so all of them will work in parallel way. Okay, so here the result of LLMs, we will ask it. See, I have my name is Parkavi. I have done my BE in CSE, MTech here. Presently, I'm working here. I have done these is IEEE STEM activities and belonging to computer society. Even these are all the different activities I have done. So like that, if I describe and finally tell about myself, means it will give a nice report. Okay, so even sometimes, right, anybody has tried to scold chat gpt when it gives a wrong answer? Can I see any thumbs up or no? Anybody has asked chat gpt, see, I'm asking you this, you are giving me a wrong answer? When you are mood off, did you scold it? See, I'm mood off and you are always happy, like that kind of thing you have asked it? Sometimes I simply see you are giving a wrong answer. See, I asked something about India, like it was giving a wrong answer, like how can you tell this? You are stupid, like that. I asked it, it was really, it was giving a nice, yeah, yeah, I'm sorry, like even we won't ask sorry as a human being, but it was asking really, yes, I apologize, like a human emotion kind. See how they have trained that large language model, you see, wonderfully they have trained it. Okay, so we should learn like how they have trained the LLM, like that we have to train our children. That's what I felt. Okay, so even we can upload the images, even the medical field, right? We can use LLM, okay, for identifying the brain tumors or any uterus related issues or any lung related issues. If you want to identify, we can take the LLM, which is pre-trained. We can customize it. Then what we can do, we can use it in any field, whether it is STEM education or healthcare or agriculture or engineering education or in any field, we can use it wonderfully. Some of the LLMs, what we use: ChatGPT, Google work on Gemini, okay, and meta models like Llama and all there. Okay, these are some of the examples. You can try it out. Okay, and the timelines. Okay, so in 2017, Google, like they are the one first started with that. Okay, then after that, ChatGPT started ruling OpenAI models. Okay, they started ruling it. So, what are the two ways to interact with a large language model? We can ask, we can describe. Okay, so this is the problem. Okay, what is the solution for it? If you ask, it will give us a result. Or you can upload the image, or you can upload the audio, or you can upload the video and ask it to describe. It will wonderfully, it will describe. Okay, so how can we access large language model, kind of chat GPT and all? How can we access it? Okay, in our laptops, web-based interfaces, we can use. Or if you are a developer, what we can do, API keys are there. We can get the, like if minor works, if you are going to do, free API will get it. We can use it and we can develop the code. Okay, so now let's try to interface with the LLM. Okay, so in your mobile, I, I request everyone to use your mobile or in your laptop. You can just open ChatGPT, or you can go to gemini.google.com. Okay, so you can ask some of the questions to it. Okay, uh, very normal questions. Okay, how can I use AI to detect fake news? Such kind of questions you can ask. How can I prepare very good to present in IEEE Summit? Okay, you can ask it. How to write a paper? Okay, so for educon, Okay, how to write a paper, you can ask it. Okay, so it will give us very wonderful suggestions. Any domain. Okay, so blindly you can ask it. That's one way of doing it. So if you ask me, tell about computer science means I will generally tell whatever I have known in my 20 years of experience, I'll just tell it. But if you tell that I'm going to enroll in CSE course, so can you tell about computer science means little bit, I will be very specific, right? In the same way, how we interact with the ChatGPT, we should be very specific. Okay, so even in collab, okay, Google collab, you can open, if you have already logged in your laptop, what you can do, you can log into Google collab. Okay, collab you can open. So there, even if you're not very familiar with coding, you can prompt, okay, write a simple program to calculate the caloric values based on this macronutrition composition. If you describe whatever I had displayed here, right, it will give you a code, whether you want it in Python or you want it in C or C++, it will give a very nice code. Okay, so behind the scene in Collab, what it will be using, it will make use of large language model. Okay, so here, even if you want to generate the data set in Collab also, okay, so this actually these things we have done for STEM. Okay, do you believe that the government school students who doesn't have any computers or any computer teacher, our students, along with our students, we have gone to the school, we taught them how to write C program as well as Python program to um, find generate 1 lakh 10th standard marks for 5 subjects. Then identifying who is the topper in each and every subject. They have done it. So within half an hour, we could able to do that. And even we have finally we told them whoever did all these things, generation of 1 lakh data, okay, and writing the code to do that, we have identified 3 teams and we have given the praise for them. Okay, so this prompt engineering kind of thing, we will know how to interact with it. But to motivate these young school children to work with, what we have to do, we should one to one basis only we taught them. Otherwise, it's like for a gathering when you teach, right? It will take more time to communicate to the small children. They're all very small, right? So in one to one manner, very easily, whatever the doubts they have, immediately they'll ask the degree college students. Okay, so that this kind of format of working with the STEM, okay, it was really wonderful. And they have learned to generate the code. Okay, so generate the code and analyze it and get the output. So anyway, the some of the examples I have given in the slide, I'll share with Miss Lynn. So if the slides are shared with you all, you can try it out. Okay. So whenever we are interacting with any chat GPT kind of thing, we have to know that what is the domain. Okay. So you have to mention it. Some example I'll show you. So usually what we do, zero shot prompt only will be giving. Will not describe what do we want, nothing. We'll tell this is what we want. How should I prepare for IEEE Summit? Simply giving it. It will give, that is like a zero shot. I'm not describing anything. Okay. But if I tell that, there will be so many people coming who are like very well educated. They have attended so many summits like this. Okay. I have to impress them how to create it, how to create the impression. In that way, how to make a presentation. When I ask it, it will really wonderfully, it will create, it will give me the suggestion. Some examples I'll show you. Okay, so you can tell that, assume that you are a expert. Okay, you have done postdoc and you are expert like Miss Lynn, who is the program specialist here. Assume like that and give me the suggestions I have to prepare for IEEE Summit. So how should I prepare my PPT? What content should be there in it? So that is role playing. We should tell it. Okay. And what I should include, what I should exclude. I should tell that the people who are all coming there, they're all very exceptionally, they are all experts. And some of the young professionals also may join, some of the degree college students also may join. Okay, so I have to include who all will be there. And this should be related only to STEM, means I have to give what is a domain. An output format, whether it is in bulleted points or in a table form, how it need, and whether I need only 5-line description or 100-line description, all bulleted points, I have to specify what is the output format. So everything, if I tell till I get a proper suggestions, I can repeat it. Okay, so these are the basic 5 elements which I want to mention to all of you. So whenever you are giving a prompt to the chat GPT or any large language model, remember that. Okay, so I have some more couple of slides, but as I have reached the time limit, if there are any doubts, I want to wind up with this. Okay, some questions are there. So if there are any questions, you can post it.
Hi, Parkavi. Feel free to finish up on your slides, and then I will queue you up a couple of questions.
Yes. So you can make use of role playing. You can mention that. You assume that simply if you ask that what is a diet we can give for any people. Okay, give the good diet for me. If I ask, simply it will throw some of the suggestions. But if I tell that, okay, see, I am 46 years, I'm doing this exercises and all, I'm going for badminton, I do karate also. So all those things, if I describe and now give me a proper diet, it will give proper one. So that is role playing. And as I mentioned, some of the exceptions, okay, so I'm allergic to this one, this food, and I like egg more, I like chicken more. Okay, now tell me the diet. If I tell, it will give a proper, I can tell what are all the things I want to include and exclude. Okay, and some examples I can give. Okay, see, like this item mixed with egg, mixed with chicken, I like good. Okay, so like this kind of items can you mention, so what I can include in my diet, so I can give some of the examples to it, to the LLM. So it will customize the answers. We can train it. So whenever you ask question to the chat GPT kind of LLM models, you have to tell which domain, okay, you are relating to that question. So whether it is related to computer science or biotech or STEM or computer society, mention which domain it is, then ask your questions. So then it will go like specific only to that domain, and it will try to extract the information and analyze, and it will throw the answers to us. And display for format, whether I want bulleted points or tables. Okay, so we can ask it, it will give us. See, like this, when we ask it, simply if you ask, it will give paragraphs. So you can ask it, I want the output in bulleted points, I want it to be numbered, I want it to be in table format. We can ask it, it will give a proper outputs. Okay, even if you want to generate the data. Okay, so for the small school children we have given, no, so you can tell, okay, what kind of question I can give for the school children, that also you can ask it, it will give a wonderful output. Okay, and any
Okay.
number of time till you get satisfied, you can ask it. I don't want it like one more time, give me some other answer. Okay, it will give one more output. I'm not satisfied. One more time you ask, one more time it will give you. Okay, so these are all some of the examples what we have given for the school students. And
We have
even
just
we
a
asked,
few we have just a few minutes left. I'm sorry, Parkavi, to
yeah,
interrupt you, but I didn't know if you
yeah,
wanted to at least get to one question.
yeah,
Are you ready?
yes,
Okay. I'm going to read it to you and show it on the stage. So it's from Stefan Camarado, and it says, my current research is in prompt engineering and LLMs. And hang on 1 second because I just lost it on the feed. What would be the core parameters you would use to broadly fine-tune multiple LLM families for a general understanding?
yeah. Some of the hyperparameters what you can try to find out is, if you have so many layers and so many neurons, right? What happen? It will try to overfit. Okay, so for that you have to restrict yourself how many layers you want to have, how many neurons you are going to train. Okay, so you don't always test your data only with the data set what you have. Okay, apart from that real time some more data set you collect and check it whether then you label it, whatever the output result you are getting as output of your model, is it correct or not, you can get to know. Okay, so if there are error, if the accuracy is very less, errors are more, back propagate. Okay, so using gradient method, what you can do, back propagate it, try to identify how you can increase, how, adjust a hyperparameter so you can increase the accuracy of the model.
Great. Thank you very much. I know we had some other questions come in, but we can share those with Parkavi and she could perhaps respond via email following the event. Thank you so much for providing us this presentation. It was so informative. I know people were really engaged in what you had to share. And so thank you. And we're going to move on to our next session.